Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you doing today? It's a gorgeous day out today, and I'm having a fantastic day. I am having one of those cat who ate the canary kind of days, right? I don't know if that's good for them or just good for me, but I'm feeling good today. Anyway, I kind of titled this one a little different, right? Title Broken Impatient. Usually I have all these motivational, like really happy, kind of titles, but this is actually broke, tired, or tired, broken, and impatient. And the reason is I talk to tons, and I mean tons of speakers and entrepreneurs all the time. And I hear a lot of the same exact challenges. Hey, what's up, Mr. Bentley? How you doing? I hear a lot of the same challenges, right? First of all, they're running out of money. They're like, dude, the feast and famine roller coaster is not cool. And I'm literally standing in the line of frustration to get on this thing. And it drives them nuts because they're like, I don't want to get on that, but I'm in the line and I know things are about to go up and down. And you know what? The entrepreneurial business does not have to be a feast and famine roller coaster of up and downs. What's up, Monty? How you doing, sweetie? So we're going to talk about the 4 things that you really need to stop doing, stop struggling as a speaker and stop struggling as an entrepreneur and really jumpstart your business, right? So I'm not going to go super deep. I'm going to go deep enough. We can go deeper later, but I'm going to go deep. I'm going to go kind of deep on this one, and I'm going to hurt some people's feelings, and they'll be like, no, she didn't. And that's okay. You'll get over it. You don't have to agree with me, but when you can show your resume that shows me that the crap you're talking about working, then we'll talk about it. So let's talk about what does work, what I know it has worked and does work for the people that I work with. So here's the first thing, positioning. I hear people all the time, they're like, well, you don't really need a target market. You don't really need a target audience. Okay, cool. Grab open that phone book if you can find one and start calling everybody, because quite honestly, you don't need a target market. But I guarantee you that if you keep selling the same crap door to door, eventually you're going to find that the same type of people are constantly saying yes, and the same type of people are constantly saying no. Now, if you want to be stupid and you want to keep going after the people that say no, and you don't want to get smart and start saying, well, maybe I should stop talking to the no people and then maximize myself in front of the yes people, then you're absolutely right. You absolutely don't need to position yourself. You keep doing that. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and position myself. So the number one challenge that broke entrepreneurs run into, and the reason that they're working so much harder and the reason they're tired, is because they refuse to position themselves. They refuse to have a niche market. They refuse to have a target market. Their favorite thing to tell me is, but Dawnna, everyone can use my services. Okay, that's great. Everybody can use my services too. But the people who I want to work with are the people who want to do the work. They want to do more of what they do best. They want to make money. They want to have skin in the game. And at the end of the day, they're tired of being tired and broke and out of time. They are frustrated with the BS feast and famine roller coaster, and they want to do the work to get off of that. They don't have a multitude of BS excuses, quite honestly. Oh, yes, I did, Jeff. You know me, baby. They're tired of the BS multitude of excuses. They're like, let's do this. What's up, Jeff? What's up to here? How are you guys doing? So, in fact, I'll use Jeff. For many years, I know when Jeff and I first, 5 years, Jeff? It's been 5 years, dude. I know Jeff was like at that point where he's like, this is BS. And we had a conversation and I said, I almost threatened him a little bit. And Jeff will tell you this because I love Jeff. Jeff will actually tell you this. I was like, Jeff, only ever talk about this one thing. And let me tell you, there is no one that sits in the audience prouder than me when I see Jeff on stage. First of all, Jeff is by far, and I'm a decent speaker. I'm pretty damn good when I'm on stage. Jeff is by far the best storytelling speaker I've ever seen on stage. He is absolutely amazing. And let me tell you, if you guys know me, I don't just pass out praise like Skittles. I don't. And Jeff, by the way, also has blackmail pictures of me with a cheesesteak, but we'll talk about that later. But the one thing about Jeff is he for sure recognized when we sat down and had those conversations, and I said, this is what you should be talking about. This is your expertise. This is your golden needle in that damn haystack. This is Your goose with the golden egg. Don't ever talk about other thing. Only talk about this. And no one's more proud than I am that he is going to be killing it. And I'm sure he's probably going to tell this story about what we wrote on a napkin 5 years ago. And it's just amazing to have worked with him and now to see where he is, right? But he positioned himself. He positioned himself as an expert in one thing. And now, I mean, he's doing amazingly well. And I'm just like, that is my boy. Like, wow, look how you got to position yourself. You got to stop with the BS of not positioning yourself. In fact, I believe in this so much that I'm actually getting ready to launch a challenge in regards to positioning yourself called Nail Your Niche. And I'm going to give away, you know me, I like to give away good stuff. I'm gonna give away good stuff to the people who can actually do it. I love you, Jeff. Jeff's awesome. I do. What's up, Mark? All right, so let's go on to the next one. Oh my God, here's my big number two. Big number two. Besides not positioning yourself and struggling in the market because you didn't position yourself, the other reason that people struggle is because they think that they need to waterboard, and I mean waterboard, their audience and their clients with content. Don't get me wrong now. Your content got to be on point. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to be a true to life expert. And you know what? One of the things that I will say about the Biz on Fire Jumpstart Academy is most people walk in are brilliant. They're brilliant. I'll use Jeff. Jeff was brilliant. Jeff had all these things to choose from. And I tell people in a heartbeat, if you were a lot more dumber, this would be a lot more easier, right? Because I only have one thing to choose from. But since you're such a smart ass, we got to go through all the stuff to find your golden goose. We really do. But here's the thing. Once you find that golden goose, it is not your job to literally make people freaking drink from the fire hose. What's up, Sean? Like, I shouldn't do that hand movement. Anyway, your job is not to waterboard your freaking client. And what we do is we get on stage and we just want to shove all of our content down their throat. No, yes, you have to have content, but no, your job is not to waterboard them with it. What you're supposed to do when you get on stage, by the way, you're supposed to give them enough content so they have one nugget they can walk away with, but you're really supposed to create an experience. An experience. Your audience should have an experience. They should walk away going, damn, that felt, not only did it feel good, but I have one thing that I'm going to go do. What happens is I see people that spend more time making awesome PowerPoint slides, right? There's 45 minutes, so they got 45 PowerPoint slides. And I'm like, God damn, you got a PowerPoint slide for every minute? I've seen people that got a 45-minute speech that got 90 PowerPoint slides. They're just peccacuching the shit out of that slide. And I'm like, do you really think people are going to remember 90 minutes worth of PowerPoint slides in 45 minutes? They're not. Stop waterboarding your audience with content. Don't do that. Create an experience. 45 minutes, you give them an opening, a closing, 2 or 3 tips, and make sure that they have an epic experience. They are your best friend. Stop waterboarding your audience. I mean, seriously. And here, just in case you think I'm full of crap, do you know that when Oprah does her thing, right? She does the Oprah experience there, and she does it a lot of times she does it on a circular stage if she can get one. And there's the inner circle and it just keeps going out to the outer circle, right? If you're in the outer circle and you were in like New Zealand when they were doing tickets, right? So down in New Zealand, the tickets were like $109 for the outer circle. And they were like $2,500 for the inner circle. Do you think people were paying more for the inner circle than they were at the outer circle? Because I don't know, like she was going to say something different in the outer circle than she was saying in the inner circle? No. People were closer because they wanted to experience Oprah's full essence. They wanted to hear what she had to say. They wanted the eye contact, like Oprah gazed into their eyes, right? They wanted to see the little beads of sweat form on her forehead. They wanted the full all-in Oprah experience. People are not paying you to waterboard them with content. They're paying for the experience. So if you want to know why you're struggling, because you got more PowerPoint slides than you do on the experience, create the experience. Like my boy Ramon Ray would say, create the experience. Make sure you have good content to go with it. Here's number three. Number three. Look, somebody just wrote. So no, Ahmed, don't hit me up now. I'm doing a Facebook Live. Anyway, here's number three. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Sean. How are you guys doing? Here's number three. Goal setting and not goal getting. Most people create these goals, and I'm not sure exactly whose ass they pull them out of, but if I see one more speaker who's never even come close to $1 million hit me up and say, I'm going to do $1 million in speaking next year. I'm like, really? How much did you do last year? $10,000. Okay. I'm not saying it's impossible, right? Like, seriously, if you decide to go skydiving and then you decide not to open your parachute and like you hit the ground and bounce and you live to tell it, then sure, people are definitely going to sign up to see that freak show happen on stage. For sure, no questions asked. You'll probably make $1 million because people want to know exactly what kind of certified idiot you are not to have actually pulled the cord that you had available. So yes, you can. If you're willing to get maimed, mauled, killed yourself, do something epically viral, and you can get, I don't know, 10 million views on YouTube in like a week, I'm sure that people will definitely sign up to see that freak show. But if you're like me and you like your body to stay fully intact, then you're going to need to have more realistic goals, and then you're going to have to do realistic goal setting, right? So that way you have realistic goal getting. So if you haven't done $10,000 last year, then while I might be able to get you to $100,000 because that's what we do at the Jumpstart Academy, then, you know, that could be realistic, but I don't know how you're going to get from $10,000 to $1 million when you don't do the work of going from A to Z in any way, shape, or form. Like, again, if you're going to do some freak show stuff, you know what? I'll watch it on YouTube. I'm not going to pay to come see you in person because I probably think you're an idiot, but I'll watch you on YouTube. You have to have realistic goal setting and goal getting. And what you want to do is you want to identify those in time, money, and work. And you want to know exactly what you're going to get out, you know, like what you're going to work to achieve. And then here is my favorite, is people do the goal setting, but then they don't do the plan to take action to reach the goals. Like, yeah, I set this super ridiculously out of this world goal, but I have no freaking idea what I'm going to do every week to get it. And hey, even better, I'm not going to measure my actions to make sure that I'm even close to that goal. Yeah, that's why you're broke, tired, and impatient, because you're not actually doing the work. Listen, if you want to do $100,000 next year, let's just use an easy number, $100,000 next year, right? And you go, okay, Dawnna, I'm going to do $100,000 next year. And I go, great. How much is that per quarter? Simple math, $25,000. Okay, $25,000 a quarter. Great. We're doing great. So now, how do we break that down into 12 weeks? Okay, that's $2,500 a week. Awesome. What do you need to do to close $2,500 worth of business per week? But better yet, what do you need to do to close $500 worth of business per day? No, I'm actually looking for answers. And I usually get the look of just glazed over confusion. Okay, what did you do previously that worked that helped you reach $2,500 or $5,000 to $10,000? Like, what did you do? The other thing that people do that's wrong when they're doing goal getting, and this is probably one of my favorites, especially for speakers, is that they say, well, Dawnna, you did your math wrong, because if it's 52 weeks and I actually don't have to get $2,500, it's closer to $2,000. Well, actually, both of us are wrong, because here is the real deal. In the United States, I'm just going to use the U.S. because it's kind of where I'm from, but you could use your area, and I'm sure you can. In the United States, you do not have 52 selling weeks. I know, right? You don't. You do not have 52 selling weeks. You think you do, because there are 52 weeks in a year, and I think that is so adorable. But quite honestly, you have about 40. Yeah, 3 months of that is probably going to be used on other things. Like, for example, New Year's week is usually off. Thanksgiving week is usually off. There's usually about 2 weeks in Christmas that aren't even thought about, right? Plus, you probably are going to take, I don't know, if you have family or a life or people who actually love you, there's probably 2 weeks there. And then, of course, I don't know, you could get sick. right? And then you have those random other days that we're not even talking about, like the random other days, like Memorial Day, not a whole week, but people take that off. Valentine's Day, Flag Day, I don't know. But there's a bunch of other days that get sprinkled in there. And by the time you're done, when you start actually looking at the ebbs and flows of your business and sales, you probably have a good solid 40 weeks that you can do sales. Because here's the other thing, call me crazy, but if you actually sell, you're going to have to deliver. And while you're delivering, guess what you're not doing? You're not actually selling. Right. So there's going to be times that you can't sell. And I really bring that about to 12 weeks out of the year, which means there are 40 really strong weeks that you can sell. So when I look at that $100,000 goal, I look at that $100,000 goal, I break it down to 40 weeks and I assume $2,500 a week because there are going to be times that you just can't sell. See? So if you're tired of being broke and tired and impatient, then it's time to stop. Seriously, it's time to stop. So how do I help people stop? Because this is what I do, right? Not only am I an international speaker, you can go and check me out at dawnna.com. It's right up there. So you can go check me out at Dawnna.com. I mean, I'm in talks right now with companies like Starbucks. I've been to Egypt and Bangkok, in England. In fact, I'm going back to England in October. Sounds right. I mean, so I have, I have a resume. Let's just put it that way from a speaking perspective. So I'm not one of those people standing up here saying, I'm going to teach you how to be a speaker, and I've never actually spoke professionally. I actually still do that for a living. No, what I do is I also have a company called Biz on Fire because I'm also an entrepreneur and business owner, and I've built businesses. So the other second part of this is that Biz on Fire is the only, and I am using this word so strongly, it is the only academy that we now have the Jumpstart Academy. So what in the heck is a Jumpstart Academy? It takes you from, I don't even know how to spell speaker, to I've closed $25,000 in business and I have $100,000 in my pipeline in 6 months. There are 50 classes. It runs like a university. You are a part of a cohort. You will get things done like your demo video, your headshot, on all of that's included in the tuition. And yes, there is tuition. There's also tuition assistance available because we don't play. It is the only turnkey speaker business academy on the planet. And we literally take people from, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, to full-fledged, no questions asked speakers. And I'm just telling you, if you said, what is Dawnna's reputation in regards to helping people make money? If you just ask people that, there is no question. I don't even listen, just Google it. Just look it up. Just put it on Facebook. Just go to LinkedIn. Seriously. People go through the academy and they come out the other end a full-fledged speaking owner. Like they own a speaking business, not just speakers. Like they're not just speaking. They own a speaking business, because we talk about how do you make money while you're asleep. So we don't play. Anyway, I thought I saw Jessica, who is my business partner, put a link to Jumpstart. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do cheap and I don't do free. And I make sure that you get your ROI before you graduate, because quite honestly, can't really graduate until you've made that money. I know, right? Like we're 100%. We're 100% ROI. We want you to pay off a loan before you get out. So we're serious. Anyway, check out Biz on Fire Speaker Academy. Make sure that you join my nail your niche, or if I'm being truly American, nail your niche. Make sure you join the Nail Your Niche Challenge, because Biz on Fire is going to have a Jumpstart challenge, and that Jumpstart is going to be nailing your niche or nailing your niche. And make sure you guys jump in on that. It is rocking and on. I'm telling you, I have 12 graduates. There will be 12 people graduating from the Biz on Fire Jumpstart Academy, and those people will not only have $25,000 worth of closed sales, because we, of course, have a sales academy a part of it, but they will have over $100,000 in their pipeline. There's no other academy that gives you that type of return on investment. Just saying. Anyway, check it out, jump in, and seriously, stop being broke, tired, impatient, and start doing the right thing. Talk to you later.